Hey, what's up guys, the Baltic Commentator here, bringing you guys another bombastic Counter-Strike Global Offensive commentary. And in this video, we're actually going to be comparing two games. Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah! But in this video, you're only going to see Counter-Strike Global Offensive gameplay, because Call of Duty Ghosts is such a shit that it's too buggy with both of my recording programs, Fraps and Dextery, and honestly, I just can't record with Bandicam because in my opinion, it's just some pure shit. So, Call of Duty Ghosts is so badly optimized that it's barely recordable. I even asked a friend to get me some Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay, but he refused, saying that Call of Duty Ghosts is too laggy. And so, let's just get right into the commentary topic and compare both of these titles. So let's start off with the gameplay. Counter-Strike Global Offensive offers the super competitive classic gameplay of Counter-Strike. It's very different from any other video game at the moment. Some people, well, mostly guys coming from other first-person shooter games, might find this gameplay too competitive. That's just because the gun recoil is huge. You can't just spray all the way. You have to play smart, and on medium to long range, you need to burst fire in order to hit the target. Counter-Strike is all about your skill level. You never die randomly in this game. If you're more skilled, let's say there's an 80% possibility you're gonna win the gunfight. But on the other hand, in Call of Duty Ghosts, you can spray how much you want. The target distance doesn't really matter because guns have a tiny little recoil. Call of Duty is very frustrating, because you're gonna be dying randomly from time to time. There are gonna be people spawning in front of you in the back, or some kiddish corner camper popping out of the corner. That's all part of the Call of Duty culture. Frustration, low recoil, phenomenal spawns, and chaotically designed maps. But the Counter-Strike is purely based on the teamwork. In the classic competitive game mode, everyone must communicate, especially while being on the terrorist team. Teammates need to adjust the plan of attack, who's going to the B-bomb side, who's going to stay in the middle, who's going to grab enemies' attention, and so on. People who don't follow the plan are usually getting trash talk, sometimes even kicked from the game. But in Call of Duty, it's very different. There's absolutely no teamwork involved. You're all on yourself, no matter what game mode you play, whether it's free-for-all or domination, kill confirmed or team deathmatch. In the gameplay category, I give Counter-Strike a rating of 10, just because for its uniqueness and being one of the most competitive games in the history of video games. But as long as the Call of Duty goes, meh, I give it a rating of 5, because the gameplay becomes boring after a while, and because it's sometimes frustrating. Let's move on to the next aspect, which is maps. Counter-Strike has many developer-made maps, including the famous Dust, Office, and Nuke. The maps are well designed, balanced, and I honestly think the maps are nearly perfect. But it's also worth mentioning that there are thousands of user-made maps running on dedicated servers, which make the game even more enjoyable. CS also offers purchasable map collections from time to time. They cost around €5 when they first come out, but later on their price drops to as low as 85 cents. Call of Duty only features developer-made maps. Unlike the other Call of Duty games, Ghosts maps are very, very big. Sometimes even too big. They're not well suited for the game, for the fast-paced gameplay, and they sometimes feel unbalanced because people shoot at you from everywhere. Call of Duty also has map packs, just like Counter-Strike. But in Call of Duty, they cost €15 each. But if you want to hear my own opinion about this, then here it is. I think it's an absolute crapshoot, man. Why would you even buy a map pack for €15? It's just ridiculously high priced, and sometimes these maps inside the map packs suck. So my recommendation to everybody, do not buy Call of Duty map packs. So for the maps, I give Counter-Strike a rating of 9, because some community maps just aren't perfectly made. But for Call of Duty Ghosts, I give it a rating of 3. By far, I think Call of Duty Ghosts has the worst maps in the Call of Duty history. Plus, it has the ridiculously high-priced map packs. Now let's move on to another interesting aspect, which is graphics. And oh boy, I bet Call of Duty fanboys were waiting for this one, because Call of Duty Ghosts, at least in my opinion, have great graphics compared to Black Ops 2. In my opinion, they are improved. Not greatly, but they are improved. And it could be one of the biggest graphics bumps in Call of Duty franchise, and the game actually looks pretty nice on PC. I can't actually complain. But as long as the Counter-Strike goes, you have to consider that the game was released 2 years ago, unlike Ghosts. Counter-Strike has never been about the graphics. And the graphics aren't the main focus of the developers. Of course the environment looks nice and beautiful, but the graphics just aren't as good as Ghosts. So I have to give Counter-Strike a rating of 6, but Call of Duty takes this one by a solid 7. Now let's go ahead and compare ranking and matchmaking of both of these games. In Call of Duty, ranking is based on your experience points or XP. You kill people, you complete challenges, gain XP and level up. You unlock new stuff as your level goes higher. You can also prestige in Ghosts to start everything from level 1. To get high rank in Call of Duty, you just need to spend a lot of time on the game. You need to play it a lot. But in Counter-Strike, to get a high rank, you just need to play good. In Counter-Strike, there isn't such thing as XP. The ranking is based on your skill level. The more competitive matches you win, the higher your rank will be. In Classic Competitive, you get matched up with people who rank similarly. But in Ghosts, you get matched up with completely random players, no matter what their rank is. Counter-Strike has by far the best ranking and matchmaking system I've seen in a video game. That's why it gets a perfect 10. Call of Duty matchmaking and ranking is similar to many other games. It's not bad or good, it's just average. So that's why I give it a rating of 5. But as long as the optimization goes, Counter-Strike is optimized very good. But it has one huge problem. It doesn't have a complete support for the monitor aspect ratio of 21:9, which is ultra wide. And by the way, I have this monitor. Sometimes it gets quite annoying when you can't see the full scoreboard in Classic Casual. But as long as the Call of Duty goes, well, its optimization is complete junk. On PC it lags all the time. It doesn't have a field of view changer, making it almost impossible to play on my ultra-wide display. Also, as I mentioned earlier, you can't record it properly with fraps or dexterity. For optimization, Counter-Strike gets an 8, because it has one huge problem. But Call of Duty absolutely fails this one and gets a rating of 2 for consistent lags. But in conclusion, I can say that averaging all ratings, Counter-Strike Global Offensive is way ahead with a solid 8. But shitty Call of Duty Ghosts gets a rating of 4 even though it deserves less. And, let me know guys, what do you think about both of these games? Do they deserve these ratings? And, which one is gonna win? Tell me, because you're the judge. Which one's gonna win? The living legend or the fucked up, unoptimized poop? And it's been the Body Commentator. I'll see you all later. Peace.